Welcome to this new series. I had the honour and privilege of spending a weekend at the British Superbike Championships at Thruxton, and I was hosted by True Heroes Racing. Now, I was able to do a series of interviews with all the team members, or most of the team members, and got a real insight into a team that is totally different from any other team in the paddock. I hope you enjoy this series of interviews that I've done and that you'll come on board and support the team. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss when a new episode drops. So this is the True Heroes Racing setup. So they've got the main Arctic there with the garage awning, and as you come to the side you've got the shop, which is crucial. Then you've got the smaller truck that's got the stores in, and as you come down the side you can look into the side of the garage where they keep all the tyres, and then you come into the hospitality area. And the hospitality area is crucial for the whole team. It's where they come to eat and meet up. And the team ethos is more than just a race team. So I'm still at the BSB at Thruxton, and I've got another victim. So let's get him in. So Nathan, welcome.
Thank you.
Well, so I'm saying welcome. I'm the outsider here.
Yes.
So you're on the team, and you've been with the team for a little while.
We're 2024 now. I think it was about 2018. I think I first made contact with the team.
Yeah.
Through email. I had seen the team previously. Going to spectate the bikes myself. I think I'd gone to a local club round because one of my dad's friends was partaking in that, and we got some tickets to come in. And I'd seen the lorry, and I think a year later when I was on, I think it was a CV building course and a work-related course to try and get me back into some work.
Yeah.
That memory come back to me, seeing the team lorry. I thought I'll give him a message and see if they want any help of any kind, or if I can just come and have another look.
Yeah.
Have another look around and see what they're all about.
And you got invited along by Phil, obviously.
Yes. Got invited along. At the time, I'd lost my driving licence to ill health.
Yeah. So
I was a bit of a struggle to be able to get to any circuits. One of the riders is now retired from BSB, who still partakes in the club racing level, Dave McKay.
Yeah.
He lived probably about 20 minutes from where my parents live, and I was quite lucky in the fact that he would drive over to my parents and I'd meet him there from where I lived, and sort of meet there, and then he would bring me along and show me the ropes in the awning.
Yeah.
Started by only having sort of tinkered with my own bike.
Yeah.
So I was openly admitting that I didn't have I think I had the skill set, but I didn't have a great deal of knowledge to be able to work on the bike confidently.
Yeah.
But he was very good and started very simple by removing a rear wheel.
Yeah.
Putting the rear wheel back in, and we repeated that over and over again until I was confident. And then baby steps went onto the front wheel.
Yeah.
And built up my knowledge from there.
So now you're an intricate part of the team.
I have taken a little bit of a step back. Got married this year and had honeymoon.
Yeah.
And obviously, as you'd be aware from the team, we're all volunteers.
Yeah.
We all give up our own time. So I use my work holidays to attend.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, obviously with my honeymoon and wedding this year, I didn't have many holiday days left.
That's taken a little bit of a chunk out of it.
Yes, yeah.
But you managed to come along on the weekends?
Yes, I mean, I work every other weekend, so if it falls on the correct weekend, I can get along.
Yeah.
I think it's quite important to still Although I can't be present at every round like I used to be,
Yeah.
to still keep my foot in that door, I think it helps me, and I think I enjoy helping the others that come along as well.
Yeah. I mean, because you got one of these unseen injuries, I guess.
Yes, I imagine you get team members that do come along with physical injuries that the public can see,
Yeah.
but there's a lot going on in people that people don't see.
Yeah.
Not just in the team, all over.
Yeah, I mean all over, but I mean what the team does is it helps people with those unseen injuries
Yeah, I mean,
a lot.
people can feel quite. Trying to think the correct word here. Like, in some ways, abandoned or lonely.
Yeah.
And coming here. It might sound cheesy, but it is like a family.
It certainly feels that way. I mean, I've been here for a couple of days now, and I've seen firsthand how the team operates, and it is phenomenal.
Yes.
It really is something special, and just being able to talk to everybody, basically on the team, to get their perspective, and everybody's coming from a different direction, and what it gives to individuals is priceless.
Oh yes, I mean, I know for a fact if I was to have a problem away from racing,
Yeah.
I can contact any single team member, and I'll be on the end of the phone, end of a message. Some will even drop everything they're doing and come to you in an emergency, because some people struggle more than others.
Yeah.
Some people need to have that person there.
Yeah.
Me personally, sometimes I find, I'll give you an example. I was in a full-time job which I'd moved away for, and unfortunately I was getting made redundant. In a bit of a state of panic, because we were planning a wedding and a lot of costs going out.
Yeah.
I rang up one of the team members and had a chat before I got home. I was getting quite panicked about telling my partner when I got home, look, I'm going to be jobless. But I had all the negative thoughts.
Yeah.
It wasn't, oh, I'm going to find another job. It was, oh, I'm jobless. I'm not going to earn any money. Lose my partner. It's just.
Yeah.
But by having a chat with somebody,
They put a different spin on it.
yes. So then I was able to go home and said, look, my love, I'm being made redundant, but right, I'm on it. And the following day I was back onto my CV, posting my CV out, applying for jobs.
Yeah, because you went for a job interview, didn't you? What was the job interview you went for? They told you to go away and come back for a different role.
Yes. This is when I was actually after I've been told I've been made redundant. I'd applied for one role as a parts advisor at a BMW dealership.
Yeah.
And whilst I was on the interview for that role, the manager there said, why are you applying for a parts advisor role when you have the knowledge of being a mechanical technician? And I think, as like most people do, they never think of your good points, you always think of your bad points. So I was thinking to myself, I didn't have the qualifications for it.
Yeah, didn't have bits of paper.
Yes, didn't have the paperwork for it. But yet, I'd been with the team for 5 years and built up a lot of knowledge working on motorcycles.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what brand they are. They've got wheels, they've got an engine, they've got a fuel tank.
Yeah.
They all work in very much similar way. I didn't take that job because in the meantime, by having that interview with that BMW dealership, I noticed another BMW dealership. I think it wouldn't matter what brand it was, it just happened to be it was another BMW dealership.
Yeah.
And I applied for a technician role, which they advertised. I had a phone call back within 20 minutes of applying through a well-known job site.
Yeah.
And I actually had an interview exactly the same day. I got my levers on, jumped on the motorbike, and went and had an interview and got offered a job on the same day.
Wow.
So when I got to the end of my redundancy, I think I finished the one job on a Friday, had the weekend at home, and started my new job on the Monday.
And as a higher paid technician,
Rather than a parts advisor, yes.
yeah,
And I must admit, since being there, I've become an MOT tester.
yeah,
And I regularly attend the BMW Group Academy and do further courses to further my knowledge.
yeah,
The most recent one being electrical principles and diagnosis. Now, I'm not much of a scholar. It was a bit of a headache, but it has improved my knowledge
yeah.
down to fault finding and diagnosis of vehicles. So I'm slowly building more and more.
Yeah, and so and obviously that work experience that you're getting at work, working for a main dealer, you bring to the team on the BMW bike.
Yes. So I work on BMWs all week, and then managed to get away for the weekend to enjoy some racing and on a BMW
holiday
as well.
Yeah, bit of a busman's holiday.
Yeah, it is exactly. But I think it gives me a bit more confidence here, working on them day in day out. Because before, when I wasn't working at a main dealer, I'd only be working on bikes on a race weekend.
Yeah,
So you'd have a little bit of a gap in between, and then you come in, start again, build your confidence up, and then you're going home again.
yeah,
And then it'd be the same the next time. But now I'm on bikes all week long,
yeah.
so I can come in and jump straight in, and
And you know what you're doing.
yeah, I have less worry and less doubt
Yeah.
coming into it now.
So I'm sure that you are a real linchpin on the BMW bike because of your knowledge.
Yes, I'd like to think so. I mean, I have been getting quite a few questions this weekend
Yeah.
with regards to the BM, but I think with my role where I am, I've got access to a lot of BMW related help.
Yeah.
Um,
And your employer, they're happy to give you time to come and do this?
I do take it out on my own holiday.
Yeah.
I am in discussions with managers at work to see. I'm not
If
asking for free time, but
Yeah.
little bits
But
here
there's a
and
bit
there.
of scope that they can assist with. I mean, ideally, show them this video or this series of videos to see the behind the scenes what this team brings.
Oh, exactly. I mean, I know for a fact that work are very interested in what the team do and what they're about. Not long after I started the role there, and we were having a bit of function for the team around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And part of that we had a raffle. So if you don't ask, you don't get. So I
Absolutely.
asked my workplace if they'd like to donate any prizes.
Some gadgets.
Maybe a cap, a T-shirt, keyring, whatever they could spare. Everything helps. I think I walked out of my work with several £100 worth of items.
Wow.
Plus, one of the lads in the team won a weekend's use of a motorcycle from my work, and they don't do that for anyone. It's usually loan bikes go out for an hour or two and get returned.
From the main sort of headquarters, isn't it?
Yeah, so they
do
give us
those
a
bikes.
voucher for a whole weekend,
Wow.
and he's literally had it. I saw him at work a couple of weeks ago now, picking it up, and he had a whole weekend on a bike.
Brilliant.
And I'm sure if I ask again, I don't expect that, but
Well, what you might look at doing is inviting your bosses down to a race day,
yes, I mean, I think
so they can see firsthand what it's doing, and maybe lead to a little bit of sponsorship for the team.
it would be nice. I mean, I don't want to have any conflict of interests with any other sponsors.
Well, you wouldn't, would you? It's bringing them along to see what you do on the weekend.
Oh yes, definitely. I know a few people at work are bike fans. They do attend, and some rounds I've been along, and I have seen colleagues in attendance, and they always pop into the awning.
Yeah, just say hello.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I mean, when I've been at work and people haven't been there, they are always asking questions. So I think it's quite important, even if I'm at work.
Yeah.
They have an understanding of what I've been doing whilst I'm away.
But bear that in mind. Have a word with Phil. Invite your bosses down just to
Oh,
see.
definitely.
just for a day, and that may lead to something more.
Oh yes, definitely yes. I mean, if I can get a few more days holiday, that would be a bonus.
There you go. Perhaps if they give you work days, allow you to come down on the Thursday or the Friday.
Yeah, I mean, because it is a lot of effort. I mean, it's people see
Yeah.
the race weekend, people come and spectate for the race weekend, but they don't see what goes on in the lead up to.
That's it. I mean,
to
it's
setting
a
up the
huge amount that
whole
goes
process.
on. Yeah. Well, Nathan, that has been interesting, and sounds like you've really found a little bit of a niche there.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's certainly led on to a lot of stepping stones and big milestones in my life.
Yeah, and opportunities.
Yes, most definitely.
Terrific. Thank you very much.
No problem.